Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Nellie, and I am an indie author of 7 books, and we're editing book 8 currently, and it's 12:30 right now, but I have been doing this for 2 hours. I only got through 4 chapters because I edited 13, 14, 15, and then I had to do the full rework of 16, but I'm so glad I did because it's so much better now. First of all, it's double the length, but also it's so much better now that it's like when I was looking at the previous state of 16, because it was basically I was still reading through it to like this scene, turn it into this turn it into this. um I was like, I cannot believe my camera died. I was saying I cannot believe I was gonna let it pass like that. So I'm so glad I did that rewrite, and I'm finally over that. So now I have from chapter 17 to I believe 38, where it's straight edits unless I decide to add in more scenes. But like currently it's straight edits. So technically it should go fast, ideally, but also because I'm a slow reader, it'll probably still take some time. It's currently about 12:48. But I'm gonna eat and then probably just get back into it for maybe a couple more hours. We'll see. But yeah, the goal today is to get through as many scenes, as many chapters as possible, because ideally, I'd like to finish this tomorrow. And I believe, I don't remember exact chapters, but I think it's 39 and 48 where I didn't finish scenes. Like, I think the scenes are there, but they're not done. So that's gonna be 2 more scenes I need to write, plus the full epilogue's not written. So because I have those 3 that have to do tomorrow, because they're later on in the book, I want to get through literally as much as possible today. So we're gonna see how that goes. But I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna eat this now. But it's been a good day. It's been a good day. I got distracted watching a video on YouTube. So it's 2 o'clock now, and I was about to start, but I was gonna make myself another coffee first. But I'm out of creamer, so we're gonna head to Target, and then we're getting back into this. But yeah, 17 to 38 as much as we can. I'll update you once I get a few more chapters in. Okay, we've gone through 4 more chapters, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's a scene that I ended up tweaking. I think it was in 17 or 18. I literally just edited it and I don't remember. I think it was 18 actually. Somewhere around there. Last draft. So I ended up, basically she ended up telling him something. And I had that later on in the book, so I moved it to that chapter. But literally the following chapters mention stuff that, like, basically it's that whatever she told him, he was naive to it. Like, he didn't know that about her. So when he's making comments and when he's saying stuff, he doesn't know this about her past yet. But now that she's told him the story before these chapters, I'm like, oh no, I need to change these and like tweak them. So I changed them, like not changed, but like I changed the wording and all that, so it makes more sense. But I definitely think that's gonna need another read through. Again, I feel like the next round of reading this is gonna be very important to make sure the content makes sense, because there's so many rounds of adding and tweaking stuff that it's making me nervous. It's 4 o'clock now and I'm only through chapter 20. So that's not even halfway yet. Yeah, I'm definitely not finishing this tomorrow. Maybe Friday. We'll see. I'm so behind on all my projects now. It's actually really starting to stress me out. So I think I'm gonna work on book 3 for maybe like an hour later today, or a little bit longer. We'll see, just because I didn't work on it yesterday, one, but also I need to, because this is taking longer than I thought. I was gonna have a 10K day for book 3 tomorrow, but like I need to get through these edits because it has to go to my has to go to my editor ideally tomorrow, but probably Friday. So I have to have this done. But I have to push the 10K day now, and I can't do it on Saturday because my roommate's having a little party and we're gonna be like preparing and stuff. So I don't know when we're gonna have it. I mean, when I'm gonna do the 10K day, maybe on Monday. But that pushes all my other plans on writing this book around, and I need to have book 3 a draft of book 3 written, or like mostly written, so that when I go into draft 2 of novella 2, I know what I'm going into, because like novella 2 is going to be in between novel 2 and novel 3, so I kind of need to know where it's leading to, kind of. So yeah, that's the only reason it's making me nervous, because that one is a lot tighter on schedule. So for novella 2, I actually have to like start editing on a certain day, because it's gonna take me it's a novella, so it takes me less time, but like probably 10 days or so to like actually get through that, and then have to send to betas. So that's gonna be a few weeks of like it being with betas, and then once I get it back, I'm working on it immediately, because again, I have to like work through that book quickly because I don't have as open of a timeline. But I need to have an idea of how book 3 is going in order to lead novella 2 towards it. You get it? This is like the tightest timeline I've had for any of my books, and it's because I was away for 5 weeks in October, like end of September to October, and it completely ruined my schedule. 100% ruined my schedule. And then when I was sick last week, pushed my schedule even more. So it's been a mess. So things are starting to stress me out. But ideally, I'll work on maybe like 3 or 4 more chapters of book 2 today, so that I can at least make it to halfway through the book. And then start working on book 3 a little bit, maybe like 1 or 2 chapters. Probably just 1 chapter, because the next chapter has 2 scenes in it. We'll see. This book is taking so long to edit. Like, I definitely wasn't expecting it to take this long, because I feel like my draft wars never take this long. But also, it's creating such a better book that I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, if it wasn't for having to have more of book 3 written before starting the next draft of novella 2, then I wouldn't mind. But because I need to have more novel 3 written, it's stressing me out. And what day is it today? Yeah, and I'm trying to start novella 2's draft 2 at the end of I'm trying to start outlining the new version of it at the end of next week, so that the following week I could start actual edits, so that the week before I go back home, so like the 19th to the 25th essentially, I could do like proper edits on this. And that's the week before I go back home, because when I'm back home, I don't really know how much time I'm gonna have to dedicate to it. Plus, while I'm away, I'd rather have the betas have it, so that like it's less likely I'm working on stuff anyway, so might as well have them working on it. Get it? We'll see. I actually need to contact my betas to make sure they'll be able to have the book and like have it finished by then. But yeah, everything is going slower than I had anticipated. So, and with like half of yesterday being gone to, I mean, it was a fun day, but like half of being gone, and then pretty much all my Saturday being busy, and then Sunday I have my other work that I have to do that's not like book related. So it's a lot, and it's starting to stress me out. And this is a long clip, so okay, so goodbye. It's like 5 minutes later. 2 things. One, I'm looking through book novel 2's the chapters, and I realized 2 of the chapters I forgot to mark that aren't done. So I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the epilogue, so like 4 chapters in the epilogue, things that aren't done. So even more than I thought before. Like, I wasn't stressed enough. Also, I counted incorrectly last time. I have 6 more chapters to get to the halfway point, so way more. Positive is I did a bit of calculation for book 3, and by the time I want to start re-outlining novella 2, I should be finished with act 2 of the third book, so that like the climax, the final act, will be the only one left, which will work out. So I'm actually okay with that, because then I can write that while I'm writing the climax part. I could be working on novella 2. That would be quite different, but whatever. So that's not as bad, as long as I do 1 chapter today, 1 chapter tomorrow, 1 chapter Friday. So it's just 1 chapter a day while I'm getting through these edits for book 2. And then next week, 10K day, I'm assuming it's gonna be like 7 chapters. It might be more, it might be less. I'm not sure. So I just put it at 7. And then I put 2 chapters a day, giving myself a break day. So should approximately-ish put me at done with act 2. So I'm going to try not to stress myself out about it and just let things flow, because when I start stressing is when things start to get messed up. And we have been very productive. We're still doing well. It's just, it's taking longer than I thought. We're done with halfway through. I actually thought I wouldn't be able to get it to halfway through, but we got, well, when I say halfway through, I mean chapter-wise, because I think word count-wise we're more than halfway through, because the later chapters are a little bit shorter. But chapter-wise, we're exactly halfway through, so that's good. We haven't done book 3 yet. I did take a body shower and started my laundry, so that's good. But yeah, we have those 5 scenes tomorrow, and it's gonna go into Friday. I already know it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do other work right now, maybe, and then start tomorrow with book 3, because I think starting with book 3 and getting it out of the way is gonna be better for me than trying to do it later on in the day, because I'm just, at least at the moment, maybe later I'll feel different, but at the moment I'm not feeling that creative. So we'll see. But we got to the halfway marker, so that's good.